Good morning, YouTube. Captain Paul here, and I just want to do a live video from Rome here. Today, we're going over to the Mediterranean, and as we're taking this ride over here, I'm answering emails and actually phone and everything. And something that's in the market that I'm really seeing in this used boat market is as these sellers are losing their emotional connection with their old boat. And what I mean by that is a lot of these guys own one or two or three boats, and they're losing that emotional connection and willing to sell the boat at less money because nobody's making offers. Because when you have a broker telling you that the boat is worth X amount of dollars, and I'm just going to use that. Let's just simply use the $100,000 value of these boats, and then this broker's telling you that this boat is worth, he's put it on the market. Let's advertise it at $100,000, but the real price of the boat is probably around $60,000. So it's been hyped up, because you got a guy that wants, you got a broker that wants to sell you a boat. That wants to list your boat, and then he hypes you up and tells you that the boat is worth all this money, but in the reality, it is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for the boat. I tell this constantly, over and over again, because I get the same emails all the time, and phone conversations. What would I pay for a boat? And what I would pay and what somebody else would pay are two completely different things. Oh, check this out. This is it's kind of cool out here. So that is the Mediterranean right there. And look, we're here in Rome. That's a regular little RV that just passed us. So cool. And I would like to get out of the big city today. Today's my first day out of the big city. It's my only day really planned out of the big city. From the downtown Rome there. So I really, and the reason I do these kind of trips right here is because I want to get acclimated with the port here, because when I get the opportunity, notice I said when I get the opportunity to cross the pond here and come into the Mediterranean, I like to see where I'm going pre-sea. I've said this in other videos. And so this helps me get adjusted to the land, the water, and everything else so I can pre-see it. So anyway, the market, it's all, any of these used boats are only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. I personally, here's how I value any of these boats. When I say they're only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it, I like to look at my thing saying, hey, I want to buy this boat today. How much, if I listed it, let's just say I put it on Facebook Marketplace today, what would the price be what would somebody be willing to pay today? And that's the real price of the boat. Now, what somebody might pay in 6 months, 6 years, 2 years, a month, 6 months, that's a different price. But the real price of the boat is what it could be sold for in a very short amount of time. And I've seen a lot of it. Still, too, the junk is still the junk. There is no difference in this market at all. The boats that are, the other day I saw a video of a guy, that picked up this absolute wreck. He picked it up for $1,000, and I'm thinking, oh my God, if the guy knew what he was getting into, I don't know. The boat was just in such. He's actually doing a YouTube channel about the restoration of this thing. He paid $1,000 for it, but when you start buying a trawler for $1,000, wow, it's just so. It's in really bad shape, and you've got to really like this one had the bridge ripped off, the interior's ripped out of it, and I don't care how talented you think you are, it's just I know how much work this guy's going to have, and then getting the boat running is just an incredible amount of work and money, because parts are not. Wow, look at this Mediterranean. That's not That's not, that's pretty rough out there, actually. Look at the surf right over here. Today's not a calm day out there at all. I can't wait to get out here on a boat. Anyway, now we're driving down here to the Marina District, and we're going to see some of these yachts down here. But anyway, so get back to the subject here of, you know, what's the boat worth? It's worth what you're willing to pay, and that's all it's worth. That's all anything is worth. And even you can say that about anything, like a gallon of milk, a jar of peanut butter, anything in the market. It's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. And same thing with these used boats. So I just wanted to share that video. I wanted to kind of share this ride with you through the countryside here in Italy. Where are we at in Italy? I know we're in the Mediterranean, but what's the name of this city or town?
The city is Civitavecchia.
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 It's complicated because of the C sound in Italian.
Anyway, so that's where we're at right now, but we have several stops today, and you can start to see the marina right here. And this is probably a private marina, and so it'd be very cool to see some of this stuff today. Anyway, what I really want from you guys is to remember to live life with no regrets. Get outside your comfort zone, look at these boats, and then really, you know, my best explanation, one of the emails I just completed was write it down on a piece of paper, and if it makes sense to you, and then get some advice. And it doesn't have to be from me, it can be from anybody, saying, hey, you know, what do you think? Because one thing I learned this real quick, I'm going to end this live video real quick, is in life, you know, I took a superintendent job. It was a very high paying job back in the late 1999, 98. And the job was like, it was over $100,000 a year. It was like $120,000, best job I ever had, working for another company. And I go, dude, I've never done this before. And he goes, you don't have to. Paul, here's what I want you to do. He goes, I want you to, when you're in a meeting and you don't understand what's going on, just ask somebody, you know, hey, what do you think? And to get 3 opinions from the subs out there through your contractors, and they'll answer your own question for you. So the same thing, you know, just get, if you're in the boat market and you're buying a boat right now and you're looking at this brutal market, and it is brutal, trust me, because 90% of the boats out there are overpriced and just completely neglected. But you can't be swayed by the negativity. But if you get 3 people's opinion on that same boat, and I'm one opinion, you're an opinion, and you get one other person's opinion on the boat, and then you look at all of your options, that's a good way to look at it. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you live life with no regret. I do. And thank you guys. You guys have no idea how privileged and gracious I am of your time for even watching these videos. Anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Love you. Peace out. Remember, live life with no regret. I do. And God bless you. Thank you.